Today I'm just going to have a quick whiteboard session around the NSXT basic load balancer. As you may be aware, there is a fully integrated load balancer built into the NSXT product. The basic load balancer is a product that's designed to work with NSXT in conjunction with vCenter deployments. There is the advanced load balancer as well, which incorporates all the great technology from AVI and provides a scale-out solution across VMware-based hypervisors, but also into other platforms as well and public clouds. So a quick demonstration here today, and I'll give you a quick overview of the topology I already have built in place. I've constructed a network with a tier 1 router. My tier 1 router is called web servers. That is connected to my upstream tier 0 router, which is called peering. And no surprise, that is connected to a physical routing platform that is connected to the internet. So this is my core router here. There is a BGP session between my tier 0 and my core routing platform. I've also created a network segment up here, which is called web server network. This is called net, and there's 2 virtual machines attached to that. So these are my 2 web servers, number 1 and number 2. And these are both getting addresses from the 192.168.11 network. So have a quick look at those 2 machines. So web server 1 here, 11.11, so .11, and .10. Alright, both allocated through DHCP. Alright, so this is my network topology right now. Let's have a look at how that actually correlates back inside the NSX topology as well. So the topology here should be this guy. My web server network, I have 2 VMs attached to it, web server 1 and 2. They're connected to my web server tier 1 logical router. There's 2 services on there right now, so the gateway firewall and DHCP, and they are connected to my upstream peering router, so as I draw on the diagram. So the goal of this workshop will be to embed a load balancer service here and have this round robin between my 2 separate web server addresses. So that way and that way. We're going to use an IP address of 200.0.0.1 as my VIP address, which we'll be using to load balance between my 2 separate web servers. So load balancing between this one and this one. Let's have a quick look at our router as well. We currently have 192.168.11 network has been advertised through BGP, and we'll expect to see the 200.0.0.1 host route appear in here as well. So let's have a quick look at how I've configured this as well. I already have the tier 1 configured, obviously, web servers. My segment is already configured, and I already have workloads attached to that network. I've pre-built a web server group as well. The membership criteria for that is if the web server name contains the word web, it will appear in here, so it's automatically discovered web server 1 and web server 2. It's detected the IP addresses of those 2 machines, and we'll use this for our VIP address as well. So jump back into networking, and we will define a new load balancer. First thing we do is define a server pool. So web server pool, and round robin between them. We can have other options as well, and we can optionally configure health monitors as well for this. Membership for this will be the group I've defined, web servers. Apply that and save. I now have defined a new pool of machines which will be using or round robining through my web server machines. Next thing we do is define a load balancer. So I'll call this load balancer 1. Different sizing we can choose. I'll choose the smallest one here, but we can scale this up as we need to for different size deployments. It's going to be attached to my web server network, my web server tier 1 router. Save that, and now we'll go and define our VIP address. So we'll use a layer 7 HTTP. Let's call it my VIP. So it's really obvious. 200.0.0.1 was the address we decided to use. This is using port 80 for our testing here. using our LB1 load balancer and our pool of addresses being web server pool, and save that. Right. Now we jump back onto our router and have a look at our routing table. And we now have received a new route for our VIP address, 200.0.0.1. If we look back in our topology, we should now see that we have an additional service has been defined. Service is now 3, load balancer 1. Okay, still bringing that up. Takes a second or so to deploy that. We can look at our inventory and we'll see that we now have an additional group here as well. So this was automatically created by the system, my VIP, and it should have our address for our VIP. And we can use this dynamic address book entry here for our security policies when we decide to configure security to restrict access in here. Now we have that route has been advertised. Let's see if we can actually get to it. Right, okay, server 1, server 2. So it is doing a round robin between them. It's alternating directly. So really that's how simple and quick it is to deploy a load balancer. This can obviously scale out as you need to, and if you need to go beyond the basic load balancer, we would look to deploy the RV load balancer solution, which gives you even more options. But obviously with NSXT, there is no need to deploy physical appliances. We provide security and load balancing, and obviously other services directly into the entire fabric itself. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, fprowse@vmware.com. And thanks very much. Have a good day. Bye.